Hi again, Chris. This is part A. This is part B. I just did a part A, which is lengthy. It's almost 10 minutes long. So here are some concise things you can do. Go see your local representative. Set an office appointment for whoever your federal representative is when they are in town for office hours. Sign up for the newsletters of any politician that is in your area that represents you. And then follow that newsletter for when they're going to be in town, when they have office hours. Write them letters. I'm talking hard copy letters. Write them an email. You can do it every day. You can set a little alarm and with your morning coffee, set off an email. Set up office hours with them. Go see them. That's kind of the easier stuff to do. When you do go to an event, call every single media source you can possibly think of to cover that event. Public radio, public TV, all that. Call every single local media resource to cover any event that you want people to see. While you're at those events, whether that media is there or not, meet people. Make up some little business cards that are cheap, whatever it is. Exchange that information, and on the back of those cards, as you're getting them, write people's strengths. Are they accountant? Are they good at organizing? Do they have connections to a space to rent? Like, write that down and keep that in your little file at home. And you're like, I want to put on an event. Now you have a card you can pull. I'm like, hey, so-and-so said they might have a venue they can help me with. Set up events that are not political. Set up events that invite people to just tell their stories. It can be, rent a local theater. A lot of places let you do it for cheap or free. I'm talking like, not movie theaters. You could, I suppose. But like musical venues and things often have a stage they lead with a microphone. And invite people from the community to just tell their stories. They do not have to be storytellers. Bob down the street, Jenny that lives down there, ask them if they're willing to come for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and share a story from their life. I know there are public story times like The Moth and all that. This is on the local level. You want to have neighbors talking to neighbors. This is a difficult one to do, but when you do it, it will come back to you 100-fold. I guarantee it. So it's okay to set that up. Go to political meetings you're not used to going to. Talk to people. Listen to what they have to say. You don't have to agree. You will probably not agree. And it can be hard to be like, oh, really? But helping to understand other people helps you to speak to them where you're actually getting some communication. Shake hands with people. Look them in the face when you have a conversation. Don't be rude. Be cordial when you go to someone's meetup space, when you go to meet the politician, when you go to the school board meeting. Be as cordial as you can, but be firm and be straightforward with what you're trying to get across. Like, have a little note card, whatever it is. So that is some of the stuff this is the short form that I would recommend. For resources, local libraries, your local Jewish temple, your local mosque, local churches. I know we try to avoid often having meetings in religious spaces because a lot of us have trauma around that, but they can be free and cheap. Civil rights places often have a free place you can meet. Call your city and ask if they have a community room. Ask your bank if they have a community room. Lots of banks offer community space, believe it or not, sometimes for free. Ask around, just put it up, on your forum and say, hey, does anybody have a space we can use for this event? The event can be something as simple as, hey, this is just going to be a community party where we're going to get together and meet each other just to meet our neighbors and share some resources. Do you plow snow? So it can be like a business, but also like to help other people. These are kind of some of the things you can do and some of the ideas that I can give you for resources. I hope that helps, but also if you want like more in-depth, like how to do some of this stuff, go to part A.